Musical communities take many forms. For a young person to make musical progress, particularly if they're facing financial or other barriers, they need many different kinds of help from different communities of support. This can be from their peers, from their parents and carers, from their instrumental and class teachers, from their head teacher, and from other providers too. No one person or organisation, however brilliant, can provide this support on their own. This film shows how these different elements combine to put young people at the centre of a thriving musical community. It gives several examples of different musical communities and how they make a difference for the young people they're supporting. Get-together events are part of AOAM's Furthering Talent programme. Here, young people across the region supported by the programme meet every term to make music together. Their parents and carers are encouraged to join in too.
I like how you can get better with people and see people getting better and play better music.
I see the music sort of helping them to organise.
It's a wonderful journey. I just want my children to really carry on.
MAPAS, the musical and performing arts service based in Salford, is part of the Greater Manchester Music Hub. Here, young people at different stages in their musical journey can meet and make music regularly, supporting each other to progress.
I like that I can play with my friends from school and I can do all sorts of different songs.
You make friends, you socialise. It's a way of, I suppose, learning music instead of just doing a one-to-one lesson. And it's a way of having fun and sharing your passion with other people.
I mean, it's not just built up of the students and the teachers. There are some of my friends' moms and dads and stuff help out here as well, which is really good because they just like to get involved.
I'm Kerry. I'm a parent of 2 girls who come to MAPAS Arts Centre regularly, and I also am part of the community choir and I do the tuck shop. It's about more than just music in itself. I think music is the part that brings everybody together. That's where we all start, whether it's to learn music, but when you come to the art centres and get more involved, then it becomes about a lot more. It's about community, it's about family, it's about development, education, all sorts of things. It has been for us. I don't know what we would have done without it.
The thing I love about MAPAS is it's so very, very reasonable. So it's for everybody. It's definitely, and the whole skill of being able to read music, I just think is amazing. It's something that I just wish that I could do.
One example of this kind of community are AOAM's teacher forums, which take place every term as part of their Furthering Talent programme. Teachers come together as a community to discuss their students' musical progress, sharing problems and solutions. They also have space to explore their own practice as musicians and teachers.
Music's is a really creative process. Just to hear other people's ideas can spark something in you. Oh right, yeah. I could do that where I teach, or my pupil would really enjoy being involved with something that Rhiannon's doing and I didn't know that was available. And I think just as musicians ourselves, it's fun to meet up and talk about creative things.
Yeah. One of my pupils was really stuck on how to play a rhythm in one of the pieces, and I'd thought of 101 different ways and it just wasn't quite sticking. So it's quite a beginner pupil, and we were talking about subdividing rhythms in quavers and things like that. And they said, have you literally brought a cake into the lesson and cut it up into pieces so they can see how it creates a whole beat? And I was like, I hadn't actually thought about ever going that far as bringing in a fairy cake.
Solution.
And you know what? It worked. I would say a treat.
Oh.
Hattersley Brass is a community band set up in partnership between Tameside Music Service and St James's Primary School. Over the past 8 years, it's developed into a very important part of the local community, including other schools and partners within the local area.
So we've got mums, dads, granddads who all play, and then staff members who were learning with their classes, along with their classes, they now come. We're just thinking how wonderful it is to be such a musical school. It gives them something that they can succeed at, because you don't have to be good at reading and writing, you don't have to be particularly wealthy, You don't have to come from a certain social class. Anybody can do music, can't they? So I think it's a great leveller. And some of the children that we were with today are not necessarily our best behaved children who might not get picked for other things, but they get picked because they've got a talent for music.
I've always played brass, that's what my degree is in. I did a BA Honours in band studies, so I've always been in the brass band world, and it's just a fabulous opportunity for the children. But at the time the music service were based in Denton, and for a lot of our families up here, Denton's too far to travel to. So I suggested that we should have a band based in Hattersley. Oh, music makes you happy. Music's good for the soul, you know, and it's just having friends that you wouldn't normally. I would never spend any time with Kelly, you know, if it wasn't for banding.
We wouldn't know each other.
No.
Yeah. But again, we have done lunch.
Yeah.
Over the band.
Absolutely.
When we're discussing band.
Yeah. So it's a whole social life for the adults as well.
Playing with adults is really good because most of the time adults are more experienced than you, and you can get more tips off them and learn more things. And even if they're not as experienced as you can still learn together, and it really doesn't matter what age you are.
The best thing about being part of Hattersley Brass is being a team and doing it together. You should definitely do it because once you do, you'll feel great about yourself and you'll make new friends.
So to promote a musical community, I think one of the main things is to be as visible as possible. With all the children we teach, we're trying to get them to perform to their peers, to their friends, to their family. We want to get them involved in different bands and orchestras, whatever ensembles they can really, just to get the music that they're making out there in front of people.
I love playing at the concerts, at churches, at different places.
Other people can see your talent and more people know who you are and that you're that good at music, so you feel quite happy.
You can present all of your work that you've done, all of your effort, and then other people will like to come to the same band as you go to.
We encourage anyone watching this film to consider how they can create the environment to nurture musical communities of support. There are many different people and places who support young people's musical progression, and everyone working together is key.
I didn't think when we started out it would be as big as it's become. I just wanted the children to have an experience of music, but it just seems to grow and grow and grow, and you've got to have the right people who are passionate about it, and you've got to have the support of all the community. You know, my teachers don't ever say, oh, they can't go for music because they've got this or they've got that. Music has been prioritised, and that's what we do.